Okay, here's another tips to make a camellia flower, which is the signature flower of Chanel. And if you think it's beautiful and pretty, just keep watching the video and I'm going to show you how to make it for yourself. I added the black bows, making many kinds of accessories like brooch and a headband. Here I'm about to making hairpin, and these are what we need: the satin fabrics, cream color, and black ribbons, cross grain, 1.5 inches, Q-tips, cotton pad cut out in 1/3 size, an air erasable fabric marking pen, and the brand logo that which I cut out from the lace. Of course, the glue gun always. And here we start. And I'm about to making flower buds. Put it around of Q-tip pad. And tied it up with the thread, making round shape as possible, please. And here's what I need is a flower shape with the 6 side of petal. And I'm gonna show you how to make the templates using post-it paper. Most of the time when I'm making flower petal, I use post-it paper because it's square exact shape. And if you don't get it at the first time, just rewind the video and watch it over. Then you're gonna get how to fold the paper in right way. And it cut it out and cut out pointy tip little bit so you know where is going to be center of the flower. Here's the template for 6 petals with the 6 petals flower shape, and I cut it out in flower shape using a air erasable fabric marking pen, which will be invisible after some time pass. So I recommend you definitely use this pen so it doesn't leave any mark on your flower. And there, make sure there's no frayed end using fire. Like I told you, it should be synthetic fabric. Most of the ribbons are definitely are polyester or nylon, so you don't have to worry about it. But the fabric, if you are using what's available around you, make sure it is synthetic fabric, not natural fabric like cotton or linen or silk, because it's gonna be burned, not melting. Should be make sure that you have polyester or nylon synthetic fabric. I'm using satin cream color, medium weight satin, and the here's I'm making the flower bud covering the cotton ball like that. Make sure you don't have you cover them completely so no showing inside. Camellia looks a lot like roses, but it's not. It's camellia. Actually, Chanel camellia has, I guess, like 12 petals altogether. But what I'm making is a lot more than that. Looks like it, but not exact same, because I think this way is better for me. I mean, like, it's not exactly same look. And here's I'm showing you how to make the petals in three sizes: 1 inch, 1 1/4 inches, and 1 1/2 inches. It is exact circle. It's 1 1/2 inches diameter, 1 1/4 inches diameter, and 1 inch diameter in three sizes. And I'm gonna show you how to make the petal. First one, 1 inch diameter, and I'm going to put on fire like in the middle so it curves like cabochon, I don't know how to pronounce it, cabochon shape, like half dome. Make sure it curve in ways like dome, half domes. Do it little by little. Make sure you don't burn. And it's going to shrink into that size. It's curved in ways and a little bit of shape of the dome, little dome, like that. And now the 1 1/4 inches diameter circle, and do it like it I did it before with the 1 inches. Make sure you seal them, melt them, there's no fray end, and curve, make sure there's a curve. And this one is a little different. I fold it one time, just a little, like that. Fold it and seal it with the fire. Conceal it. And now it's more curve with the folding crease. like that. And now 1.5 inches. It's the exact same way with the 1.25 inches flower. Put the fire in the middle, make sure there's curve and no fray end. The fire is really important. I'm using alcohol lamp. Some people using the candlelight, but I think this one is better because alcohol lamp that you can control the fire frame. Preferred in blue frames. Red frames usually easy to burn the fabrics. So you'll figure it out after like several times of try and failure, then which frames are better for making flower petal. I don't know exactly how many petals do you need. So make sure that you have enough. Now you're using 1-inch diameter petals covering the flower bud. The flower buds, it's the size of a like sugar-free lollipop that your doctor's office give it to you when you visit them. But now I'm about to making the size of Chupa Chups lollipop. Just don't glue them completely because it's more looks natural if you leave the edges, the side of the flowers petals open. Just make sure that you put the glue at the bottom, maybe some in the middle, but don't glue them completely, please. Now the flower bud's done, and I'm using the 1.25 inches petals and cover it one more time. Like that. This is the exactly third time that I'm making camellia. It's not hard. If you try like several times, you gotta figure it out how to make it. It's so easy, and it looks beautiful. The accessories, hair accessories, or the brooch, really sophisticated look, so it's never gonna go out the style, and looks good on at any ages. So it will be great gift, DIY gift. So if your budget tight and you want to give them something valuable, what they like, I think this one is great idea. And now you flip it over like the 1 1/4 inches petals that you made and glue them at the bottom. Make sure you lay over the flower petals like 1/3. I think that I use like 6 petals at this layer. It already looks pretty, very much. And now I'm going to make the flower base. It's just a simple 1 1/4 inches of the circle. It's not the petal, it's the base. Then you're gonna put the flowers around like in circle shape, and make sure that you mark the center like that, and you draw the circle. Always make sure that air erasable fabric marking pen so it doesn't show any Then I'm gonna glue the 1 1/2 inches petals one by one, like 8 of them. Like that. I'm out of, I need one more petal, so I just make one more. Like 8. And now I'm gonna glue them in the middle. And this is really important. You glue inside so it makes look more like flower. Now the flower camellia is done. Here I'm gonna make the bow 1.5 inches width and I think the 11 inches in length. Mark the middle and glue in the center, fold it. And here's the brand logo, Chanel. I'm gonna glue it like that, but I'll show you how I got the letter C's. I cut out the lace, like gold lace. I have some leftover after I made the flower, the doll clothing. It's very useful. I think that you can improvise from other things. Maybe if you have them available, or even the marking pen. I think it's okay. And cut it out like that. And make sure it has the clean edges. Use the fire. And now the letter C is done. And I'm gonna glue it like that way. I don't think the Chanel has exact same product, so it wouldn't be matter as long as you give it to your friends or use it for yourself. Get rid of the glue residue. Try to use the glue a little bit by at a time, but it can be controlled that easily. So always using the forceps to get rid of the residue. And using fire, get rid of all the residues like fire webs, the spider webs, it's all over. So if you just using a little bit of the fire, you can get rid of all of them. And one more bow. And I'm gonna place them like a slant way. And sew them using needle and thread. Now the bowl is done. And I'm gonna place them on barrette. I don't know what it's called, hairpin or barrette. The barrette size, I guess, big enough to like 1¼ inches. But it depends on. It doesn't have to exact same size of the pins, of course. If it's for somebody who has less hair than, or I think that you could use any kind of a pin you want. Or I even think that you could place some rubber bands on it. Hair, I don't know, loose like hairband or rubber bands. So you could use them like that. Any kind of accessories. It's just basic, the same bow looks, and you place them over any kind of accessory you want. Now I secure in the middle with using glitter ribbons. And secure them on the side, each side, so the bows doesn't move, like that. I think you could glue them too. Well, I prefer this way. It's because it's more secure than glue. Done on both sides. They get rid of all the residues using the lighter. And gonna place the camellia flower in the middle. You could sew them on if you want. Like that. Wait a little bit to cool down the glue. Now it's done. I think it came out really pretty, and I think looks really good. So it looks nice on everybody. I mean, like, the color is basic white and black and white, and reminds you very famous brands, Chanel. So what's not to like? Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, loved it, please click the thumbs up and have a nice day, everybody. Bye.